Hey, how's it going? Thanks for joining me. Let's take a look at this Marx Toys Best of the West Josie West Movable Cowgirl from 1974. I got this about 10 years ago. I purchased it from a woman who was selling her mother's doll collection. Look, it's $2.15 from Bradley's. It was marked down from $4.20. Her mother had a doll collection, a huge doll collection, and the only things that she had that I wanted were two Best of the West female figures. And the woman wanted me to buy all this other stuff, these dolls, right? You know, all these other Madame Alexanders and Barbies. And I was like, I don't want those. I just want the Marx toys. I don't collect dolls, right? Um, so this is this side of the box, 1974. You know, this is a toy that is aimed towards girls, and it's a part of a line that is mostly for boys. But I mean, there's a lot of horses, and so girls want to see the horses, or want to have horses, or have figures that ride horses, I guess. Made in USA, 1974. This is after the company has been sold or purchased by Quaker Oats, taken over by Quaker Oats. Um, let's take a look at her. First thing first, she comes with this. Okay, so let me tell you, I purchased this from this woman for very inexpensive. It had never been opened before. I mean, it had never been played with. I put all this together. These might be the original. Sometimes I keep the original bags if they're good, if they're not messed up, and this is perfectly fine. So what I mean by that is sometimes, and we'll get to it in other figures, sometimes the figures themselves, different ones have different sort of chemical reactions with the plastic. We'll get to it with this vinyl type stuff. And inside of the original packaging, if you get one of these figures that is 50 years old and you get it and it has never been opened before, like this one when I first got it about 10 years ago, everything was sealed in plastic, but everything was fine. But sometimes you'll get it and everything will be sealed in plastic, but inside the bag there will be moisture and condensation and an oily film that's caused by aging, chemical changes, temperature changes, but it relates to some sort of fixatives that they used, or not fixatives, the opposite. Grease. It comes from stuff that they used on the inside of the molds, or that was on the outside of this vinyl, to reduce to increase productivity. Well, that stuff, that mold grease, over the years gets funky. All right, let's look at the cross cell first. We're going to get to her in a second. Don't worry. Hold on. Because there's a lot of people that haven't seen one of these toys. This is 50 plus years old, right? 52 years old. Is that what it is? 1974. So it's rare to be able to see this, to open up a box and see a brand new toy from 52 years ago, because she's brand new. All that's ever happened here is that I put everything on her. Never been played with by a kid. When I got it from that lady, it was sealed up in the plastic. Everything was in plastic inside this bag. Best of the West, a handy guide to the complete collection, Marx. So this is what it's looking like in 1974. They have television commercials that are promoting everything. Here's the lead character in the line, Johnny West. I've got multiple figures of him. Jane West, that's his wife. We have a couple of her. There's Sheriff Garrett. We saw him the other day on this channel. This is Renegade Sam Cobra. He's a villain. We have him. This is General Custer. He's a famous cavalry general that was killed at Little Bighorn. We have his figure. Captain Tom Maddox. He's like a cavalry captain. We have his figure. He looks a lot like Jim West from the Wild Wild West. This is Geronimo. We have a couple of him. This is Chief Cherokee. We have him. This is Fighting Eagle. I don't have him. This is a harder figure to get a hold of. It really is. He's got the mohawk and he has no shirt. When I was a kid, I had Fighting Eagle, Uh, but I don't have him anymore, and I still haven't gotten him back. Here's all the horses. I have all of this stuff. I have this wagon. I have the buckboard. I have all these horses. I have this Thunderbolt. I have Stormcloud, the Pinto. I have Comanche. I don't have this buckskin with the moving neck. Don't have this horse. Poncho. I have Poncho. I almost got a Poncho out for Josie West right here, but I didn't do it because I was going to show you guys. I've shown you before. Maybe we'll get. It's too late now. I started the video, and anyway, it's kind of important to show that these figures are made to sit on these horses. So this figure we're going to be looking at today, she's supposed to sit on this horse, Poncho. And there's another one that is a Palomino, I think. It's the same horse, just a different color. This is Jay and Jamie. They're the twins. It's hard to tell the difference. This is Janice and Josie. You can really tell you know what? They're the same because Jay has blonde hair and Jamie has brown hair. Janice has brown hair and Josie has blonde hair. We have Josie. So there's two sets of twins. And then over here we have Princess Wildflower. This is, I think, just by looks, is the coolest figure out of the. I don't know, man. I never saw this as a kid or wanted to play with it. But now that I have it, we're going to look at this tomorrow. It's pretty spectacular. It's a pretty neat figure. Okay. There's that. So they put a sticker right over her face. Right? And then you see this down here, caution, not recommended for children under 3 years of age. That's, I guess, because of it's a sticker. I guess because of the small parts that we're going to be getting to. All right, here's Josie. She's a kid. I don't know. Maybe she's supposed to be 10. She's about 8 inches tall, maybe. You know, the adult figures are 11 inches tall. Let's take a look at her face. It's great. She just looks like a kid from the 60s, right? Or the 70s. This figure is like brand new. And in addition to it being like brand new, you might have heard me mention in other videos that the plastic, depending on what color it was, reacts differently. I know it sounds crazy, but it's totally the truth. Okay, so the dark browns are more brittle. The caramel colored ones, the plastic got hard and it falls apart and crumbles. If you look on the internet, you'll find listings for these figures all in pieces. Like somebody might be selling just a leg or just an arm or a body. But this particular color of blue in this figure, man, it is like brand new and moves perfectly. So let's start at the top. Her head swivels around and it looks great, right? She has this little vest that she comes with that's already on her, that I put on her, I guess. In here is a spring. That spring goes through here and connects to the other arm. The arms go up like this. This has a little swivel in it. See this? Isn't that cool? 1974. Look at this great articulation technology on a kind of simple figure. This is a heavy figure. They're made of solid plastic. Other than this hollow part right here where the spring goes through, this is just solid. This is solid. It's not hollow. It's like a harder version of the plastic that little green army men are made out of. And these are metal rivets. See this? These are actual metal rivets. So this toy is just built to last, and you really can leave it outside. As I mentioned, I would play with these, and I mean, not this little girl, but the cowboys and Indians, I would just leave them in the yard. She comes with this cool belt. Look at the detail. As I mentioned before, this company had this. This is all made in the USA at this point. Everything we're looking at is made in the USA. So some holly leaves, right? Or oak leaves. And they had like artists that worked for them that designed this stuff, that made these. I mean, look at how nice this is. This is all in-house design. And it's not like it's based on a property. This is their own property that they came up with. Johnny West never had a cartoon or a TV show or a movie. So the legs, look at how great this articulation is. So there's even in here on these legs, I don't know if you can see, but there's little ridges. And those little ridges make it so it went into the main one. So look, they stay like that. But when we go like this, there's little ridges that it catches. So by doing that, it makes it so that she stands more stable. And I mean, she really does stand stable. We'll get to that in a second, I guess. Coming down, she's got little cowboy boots. Look at how nice they are. Look at how well designed they are. Cool, huh? So, I mean, these figures, when they're of this type, like what I'm saying about how it really does matter with the type of plastic and such. I mean, this is just solid. She's just on your shelf. She's on your shelf. She's not moving. Okay, let's get right back to where we were. You saw how she stood up. Accessories and such. She's got this cool hat. You have to put this thing on. It's really nice. So this is all these accessories are made of a vinyl. It's a soft vinyl. Some sort of a vinyl mix too. It's a little bit different. It's something. It's whatever Marx was using or whatever they were doing. I like the back of her hair right there. That looks cool. Comes with another hat. I like this one better. I like this bolero. I like this better. So this looks like a better hat to me for her. Like if I was going to display her and put her on Poncho and put her on the horse and put her next to Jay or what's her other brother's name? Or her sister, her twin sister, put them on some horses and put them on display, put them out on the carpet, push them around in the kitchen floor. I would put the bolero hat on to Josie. But there's more. Because you see, she also has this, which is a kerchief, because she's a ranch girl. She's a country girl, and she lives on a ranch. This is her. Is that thing on? What the heck? How does that work? No, it's just supposed to go over her head, right? Or does it go this way? Hello? No, it definitely goes this way. So this is it really is a handkerchief. I don't think I ever put this on her before. Kind of have to do it, don't we? Man, it's such a tight fit. Let's get to the directions before we do anything else. Man, what the heck are you doing to Josie West? Mellow the frick out, man. All right, she has a skirt. This I think just comes right on, man. Look, we just go like this. She can put it right up over her jeans and her boots. It goes like that, right? I have a couple granddaughters. Hope they're interested in this stuff. Yeah. When they get older, they're little. See, look, that's got to be This stuff is going to work better in the summertime to play with, especially outside on the grass in the backyard in the sun. This stuff would just come right on. It's a little chilly in here, you know. It's morning time. It's like 70 degrees in the house or something. If it was warmer, this stuff would all probably just slip right on and you know, be like melty. You know, you see how it's just kind of stretchy? You saw how I put that on. I don't know about that. She has this, which is another neckerchief that goes around, right? Like that. Perfect. Then she has this. This is like a purse. Not like a purse. It is a purse. Look at the detail. So I guess what, you know, I'm not, oh, look all the stuff she has. I thought there was something in here. You know, the girls that I knew when I was this age, the age that I would have been, I was playing with Best of the West toys. The stuff that, the girls in my neighborhood that I knew, that I was friends with, they collected these Breyers horses that didn't have any people, or it was like a model horse. It was just a plastic horse. This is like a little compact, look. It is. It's a little compact that fits in her tiny little purse, so she can powder her cowgirl cheeks or something. Then they played with this. There was this thing, I think it was called the Wilderness Family or something like that. It was these girls' toys that were like a family that lived in the mountains or something, and the Sunshine Family. the Sunshine Family. And they were real cheap looking, kind of hokey. I don't like this thing. Let's get this off of this little girl. I don't like this stupid skirt thing. She doesn't come with any weapons. So like her brothers, the little boys, when you get them, they come with a pistol and a knife. Yeah. Maybe, no, not a rifle. They come with a pistol and a knife, the little boys. But the girls don't come with anything. We just looked at what she came with. It's not a lot by comparison. I think she only, like the major adult cowboy figures had 25 accessories. This might just be 11 accessories or something like that. Does it say? 13 pieces. So the kids come with 13 and the adults come with 25 or something. Here's an original assembly manual. 1067A, if you're interested in which Josie this is. This is from 1974. That's the date on the exterior of the box. Look at this. Here she is. The Movable Cowgirl by Marx. The cowgirl has been completely outfitted with the equipment and clothing listed. And have fun outfitting the cowgirl with her various outfits. Cowgirl's equipment, there it is. Here's Josie. Here's the different hats. It is a scarf. We just have to stretch it over her head. It looks like it would be a very tight fit. There's her purse, the compact, the bandana. There's her skirt. Shows, I guess, on the back, you got to snap it together. There's a wristwatch. We forgot to look. She has a wristwatch. Let's look at... Isn't that interesting? She has a wristwatch. This is a Western. I don't know. Why would she... That's interesting that they chose the wristwatch. Because a little cowgirl in the Wild West, I mean, this is supposed to be the Wild West, right? There's Indians and there's bandits. Doesn't seem correct. There's nothing on the back. Doesn't seem correct she would have a wristwatch. But maybe they were just trying to... The ladies at, in the design department, they're just like, we got to come up with something. Or the guys... or all of them. We got to have 13 pieces for this little girl. It's not really even a little girl's toy line. They're like, can we give her something? A spear? Can we give her a pocket knife? How about a slingshot? I don't know what else. What could you give her? How about a wristwatch? Yeah, but it's 1872. Do little girls wear wristwatches in 1872? They do now. Okay. This is great, man. Hope you enjoyed looking at Josie West. She's the movable cowgirl from the Best of the West line from 1974 from Marx Toys. And I think it's a delightful toy that would totally work for like one of my granddaughters in a couple of years. They would play with this if they came over and I pulled this out. I hope they would. It's totally solid. That's the other thing about if you're going to collect these, if you're interested in these things. You buy the right ones. If you gain the knowledge of how to figure out which ones are going to be completely solid, right? Because I mean, this toy could be completely played with still. It's not, even though it's vintage and it's 50 years old, it is not fragile in any way. It was made to be played with by a kid, and it could still be played with by a kid 50 years later. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more stuff like this. Tomorrow, we're going to do a new video. Tomorrow, we're going to do this Princess Wildflower. Where was she? She was great, man. Right here. She's the big heavy hitter of the week. Tomorrow's Sunday, and she's the big day. All right. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Talk to you next time.